Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We just got air freighted from China Darkest Dungeon, the board game. We have the minis, we have the components. Now, granted, not in the boxes you're going to be getting them in, but I am absolutely thrilled to be able to dive into this and give you a first look at the production copy of Darkest Dungeon. So, I don't know. What do you say? Let's dig in. And along with that, I have two questions for you. First off, have you had a chance to play Season 2 of Darkest Dungeon yet? The beta's up online, and I'm working on getting my gaming PC set up just so I can try that game. I am absolutely such a big fan of the Darkest Dungeon series, and I can't wait to try out the new thing that they have, a work in progress. And the second thing is leave a comment down below. What do you want to see? What content do you want to see from the Darkest Dungeon? Now that we have the full functioning prototype in our hands, not prototype, production type in our hands, gameplays, how to plays, reviews, content, what are you looking for? Because I am going to be diving into every aspect of this game, and I'm happy to give you a sneak peek. Let's start over here with this box. This is actually going to be the minis box, but I think I'm the most excited, and it looks the most official. So let's take a look at exactly what we have waiting for us. Classic Mythic game style cardboard boxes here, full of various minis, I'm sure. Let's see what we have. Now, again, everything I have here is like the air-freighted first wave of content for production approval, and for some of us who do content to start doing production on the actual game. Oh man. Yeah, so I had the Resin Sculpts, and these look just as fantastic. These are awesome. These are going to be a blast. For those of you that got this in order to like paint and customize some of these almost abstract style, chibi style minis, these look fantastic. Here we have the little goblet, the poison goblet. We have our guardsman here. An amazing pit viper. Ooh, fantastic gargoyle that looks absolutely terrified. We have this dude with a mask. Some skeletons. Yes, a very goopy-brained dragon thing. Ooh. Here's the Burbalist protrusion with a spear. We have some archers in here. Now down here on this bottom level, here's our heroes. So we have the one of the nightmare kind of abomination ghouls, pack of spiders, which I thought was one of the coolest miniatures from this. Here's the broken terrain, a pair of amorphous beetles or fungi. Ooh, yes, we have the skeleton crew with the large Night Lancer flag. Some more terrain. Some praying shaman ghouls. A big cloud of viscous smoke. And here's our actual heroes. And they look fantastic. I'm going to have to do a little bit of B-roll for you all to really get a good chance to see them all. The paladin. Yeah, the models and the style of models here on these guys are awesome. Pickaxe. Ranger. I love all of the different options we have here. Here's the old man pedestal. The burning torch. Ooh, the guy with the plague doctor mask. We have the bard here. And another priest. Nice. Alright, let's see what we have in this other box over here. This one looks like the bigger one. Maybe a few of the larger, thicker models in it, and I am right. Okay, first we have our display stand here. Absolutely terrifying. And these are going to be the bigger miniatures. So this is a complete heart-shaped abomination. Yes. This looks awesome. These look fantastic. Here's the giant snake, the double-faced pit viper. Looks fantastic. Here we have the like squid. We have the crab-like queen or king with the pincer at the back. Another one of these twisted relics. The giant kind of Cthulhu-style eyeball. These look great. Here's the skeleton with the giant hammer attached. We have the kind of necromancer doctor. A few of these goblins. There's the big crab boss. Awesome. Oh, and here's one of the lighter gray models. Looks like a werewolf that we might be able to enlist into our side. The minis look, after that noise gets out of the way, the minis look fantastic. I'm really excited to see people kind of customize and paint and just go to town with these. Yeah, they look great. I mean, Mythic makes fantastic miniatures. That's one of the standard elements about it. Now, let's dig into this larger box here and see what else we have. So, we're going to have the game board. Let's see. Oh, should not be dropping everything. Oh, so one of the core concepts of this is going to be a combination of dungeon delving and exploring through various different pathways and rooms that then spawn into an actual kind of battle track where you do sort of a dungeon crawl style combat, like a showdown with various creatures. So we have our combat round tracker there. We have the main village here where you're going to start going and doing research, upgrading, and leveling up your characters. Cool. And here we have our different hunt party tracks, depending on the good guys, the bad guys. This will be where we establish the hierarchy of turns. We have our small little squares here. These are going to be the exploration that we're doing. So as you kind of walk through the caverns, you're going to be encountering various different foes and creatures, trying to work your way through these various different twisted puzzles and crypts in order to get to the end, accomplish whatever mission you're after, and progress the game. What else do we have? Piles and piles of cards. Bags and bags of coins, and it looks like coins and some standees as well for the functional game system. Now, like I said, this is all pre-production, like approval needed type of content. So that's why they're all punched and coming in a cardboard box full of bags. But yeah, it looks like we have piles of standees. We have the relics and the various different items that we're getting. More and more standees. Now, when you get the final game, I don't know if I have all the miniatures for the final game right now, or if I have like one core box of them. I'm not sure. I'd have to check the Kickstarter to know. So these are going to be the different tiles that you place down on your board as you track through and kind of get your adventuring party ready and set out to go hunt and fight. What else do we have? More piles of cards. So many piles of cards. Okay. Oh, and an entire brick. That's gonna be everything. Handful of custom dice for the various different conditions that we're gonna be fighting through. A giant brick of the terrain, which we'll go through in here in just a second, and then all of these different missions and zones. So let's take a look at all the different characters and abilities we have. And I almost need a knife, which I do not have at the moment. So let's take a look what we have here. Crusader. Now, each of these cards are going to have your main character along with their kind of special upgrade path and the abilities that you've been able to get them. Crusader, Helion in different models, the Jester, Musketeer, another gesture, an abomination. Oh yeah, the abomination is going to be able to turn into that large creature that we were referencing there when he soups up. Grave robber, musketeer, highwayman, bounty hunter, vestal, occultist, highwayman, arbalist, another arbalist model, oculus, vestial, bounty hunter, grave robber, plague doctor 1 and 2, and the abomination. And all of these have double-sided. Some of them have various cards, various different abilities that you'll be able to get as you play through the game. It looks like here we're going to have specific upgrade paths, possibly. So these are going to be the ones that are potentially recruitable, I believe, that are kind of coming into the mission for you. So you have level 1s, 2s, 3s. Very cool. Set those over here. Let's take a look at the different beasts that we have. We have the giant crocodilian, 2 of those. The countess, the garden guardian, which looks terrifying. Cannot wait for that to be painted up. We have a few, it looks like non-tile versions of those tiles that we have, with various different maps and everything that you're exploring. It looks like an incredibly hard mission there. A few more of these enemies. Now, I don't have a rulebook on hand. Now, I had a rulebook drafted back when we were working on it, but I know they've still worked on translations and all of that. So I'll have to reach out and get the most updated version if it isn't already available on the Kickstarter. The Bone Captain, the Aider, the Gestating Hearth, Ancestor, Second Form, Prophet, Fanatic, another Prophet, Brigand Bloodletter, Suffering Horror, a Pyre, another Pyre, the Templar Warlord, the Mammoth Cyst, the Templar Impaler, Fanatic, the Ghoul, and the Heart of Darkness, which are all these various different giant creatures that we have unboxed and opened up. I don't want to pull all the tiles and all the standees out. Let's take a look here at the different pathways. So these are going to be, you have 2 boss cards here. Looks like things are mixed up a little bit with the printing. Sometimes they do this. They'll have sheets that cut out, and then when they cut the sheets, it actually gets mixed up a bit, and they have to resort in order to package them for you. So when I get sent stuff that is airdropped from China, we sometimes get things that are a little mixed up a bit, and we need to go through. So these are going to be the different reward tiles we get. These cards are going to be the various different creatures that we're fighting. They'll kind of spawn down on the player boards there. It looks like we have various different kind of narrative pathways for us, like the Stone Shield, Rest in the Rubble, Baron. And all of these are going to be different hunt events and kind of the stuff that you'll come across throughout the course of play. We have all these little cards. We have some more of these exploration deck cards, tiles for everyone. So this is going to be all the different insane amount of items that you have, like resources and special abilities for each one of your characters. Like just take a look at this. This massive stack of cards. Occultist, Play Doctor, Arbalist, all of these. Looks like we have a separator there, so I shouldn't mix them up. All of these are various different abilities and skills that you can gain, items that you can utilize, skills that you can sub out, different proficiencies for. It's sort of insane, the amount of different pathways here. And then we have another stack of these Darkest Dungeon cards, which I'm sure are just going to be the whole collection of different scenarios that you're playing through, the different creatures and hunt events. Let's take a look at these giant boards. Let's see what we have. I'm really excited to play this and start showing it off again. I'm stoked that I actually have something in hand now. This is one of the games that I've been eagerly waiting for. So we have the various different chambers where you're going to be exploring. And what basically happens is, as you come into these different crypts, you'll spawn more of an open thing. So instead of a 2D lane battler, you'll have your team, and that functions with their turn order and the way that they operate. But then when you actually come to a showdown, you'll be fighting in more of a dungeon crawl style cavern. The reason for that is the lane battling system with the card play became more interesting when you kind of opened up and had it so that you're actually entering into a chamber and fighting or dealing with it at whatever statuses and events you have across these different chambers. So, and it looks like most of our rooms at the moment are actually big, kind of established prints, right? I don't have any tiles that punch out or break apart, but I do know that in the prototype that we had originally, there were various different overlays and tiles that kind of changed the environment. So I'm wondering if they went away from that, if they're working with giant established pieces now, or if we're still going to have some cards and some other items that I just haven't found yet that actually overlay. And like I said, we have a whole bag full of items and pieces that I need to go through and organize in order to like function and get this up and running. But that was a quick little look at the Darkest Dungeon. So thank you for watching. I am extremely excited that we have something in hand now. And let me know what you want to see. I just wanted to go ahead and get it out of the box, do an unboxing, do a showcase, let you, the audience, see that we have stuff in hand, which means it is one step closer to being in your hands. And yeah, now that I have it opened, I can get it organized, sorted, and start learning how to play the game. So, whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time. Thank you.